Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse. Wow. What an ending. The Knicks lucked out. They lucked out. The refs after the game admitted that there was a foul by Dante DiVincenzo, a loose ball foul on Oscar Thompson, and it would have sent him to the free throw line with about 5 seconds left in the game. We're going to get to that. We got highlights. We've got stats. This was an interesting, much-needed win by the Knicks. The Knicks escape an utter disastrous defeat at MSG, 113-111. And Josh Hart came through in the end. He got the game-winning free throw, actually game-winning bucket, and then led to a free throw. But there was controversy before that moment. We're going to get into it. Let's go right now. Here we go. 113-111. Josh Hart, of course, had a tremendous game himself. He came through with 23 points. But once again, the star for the Knicks is none other than their superstar, point guard, Jalen BRUNSON. 35 points, 12 assists, 2 steals. Beautiful game for him. Committed 4 turnovers, but that's going to happen when the ball's in your hands all the time, and you don't have too much other ball handling help out there at the moment. So this was the kind of game, I mean, I don't know what kind of, I know people call it a trap game or whatever, but at the end of the day, you know, we're missing 3 starters. It was going to be a difficult matchup anyway. I mean, we have struggled against, you know, weaker teams in the past. But we were able to always figure out how to get the win. Today we did it, and with the help of the refs. But no, all things being fair, there were a bunch of ridiculous missed calls throughout the whole game itself, especially on this guy. This guy, every night, he gets beat up and pummeled, and he probably goes to the free throw line about half the amount of times as he should. It's just the reality of that situation with him. But this guy, Josh Hart, they showed this graphic during the game, and they had shown it before a couple games ago. But this is it. Player 6'4" and under. Josh Hart is the number 1 rebounder in the NBA. 7.2 he averages a game. It's better. Oh my God, 2.5 better than Drew Holiday. Oh no, 1.5 better than Drew Holiday, and 1.5 better. And Williams, I can't remember his first name, but he's a new guy in Memphis. Donovan Mitchell right there, 5.4 himself. Shout out to Spida. And Ant-Man, 5.4 right there. So you can see that's the value that Josh Hart brings to this game. You know, just diving on the floor, just a gritty style, creating a second chance opportunities for us. And tonight he hit the game winner, which was much, much needed. And then he went to the free throw line. He had an and one. He missed that one, and it created a lot of chaos. But before we get to all of that, let's get to some highlights. Oh, wait. I want to show you one highlight first. This is my favorite highlight. My personal favorite highlight of this game was this. It will forever be known as the block. Here it is. Boom! And at this point in the game, it was kind of a tight game. It was 1 minute and 24 seconds left in the game. We were only up by 110-109, and they made that pass and looked like, oh no, it's going to be an alley-oop dunk by Jalen Duren, and he was met at the rim by Hartenstein and Precious Achiuwa, who recovered. I can't quite tell who actually got credit for the I think Isaiah Hartenstein got credited for the block here on NBA stats, but I think Precious should get like a half a block there. They should split the blocks in half. Beautiful moment there. That was crucial. Oh, I have the sound on pretty high here. I should turn that down. That was a crucial moment there. Look at that. The game could turn right there. And I'll tell you, about a minute later, after some failed possessions, Josh Hart missed a pull-up shot, and Detroit got the rebound. They called a timeout with 58 seconds left, and Quentin Grimes took that ball, driving layup, like he finished the way we had always hoped he would finish, the way we saw glimpses of. We've seen it from him before. Quentin Grimes, in his first game back at MSG, almost gets revenge himself. He was like clapping. I believe he ended up with I think he got like, I don't know. I will check the stats. I think 14 points in the fourth quarter. He came alive in the fourth quarter. He's not starting. This is only his second game back since his injury. He has not played since the injury when he was on the Knicks. This was his second game back. and he really wanted to show that he deserves to be an NBA player, and he probably eventually will be starting on the Pistons because Jaden Ivey, he's a little inconsistent, and maybe his energy and physicality and athleticism could be a boost off the bench because the Pistons need defense just like we do. Our defense ain't it right now. We allowed 111 points to the worst team in the NBA, Detroit Pistons. And last night we gave up, or 2 nights ago, we gave up 116 to the Celtics. So think about that in comparison. Wow. All right, let's get to the real highlights. Here we go. So the game started off, Jalen doing his thing right here. Gets his little cushion, 9-4 right there, pretty early on. When it comes down to, let me see here. It's annoying when the stats don't come through quarter by quarter. It's a bummer. That is a bummer. But you can see it was a gritty game. Look at that. There, Ivy buries a 3 there. But Ivy, like tonight, let's see, what did he finish? That was his only made 3-pointer tonight. He was 1 of 4 overall, 3 of 10 from the field, 30%. But he did get to the free throw line 7 times and hit all 7. So that's good. That helps compensate. 14 points for him in his 24 minutes of play. He picked up 3 assists. He had an okay game, but man, it was Mr. Grimes who came through for these guys in that fourth quarter. So you can see we let them stick around. And that shot right there by Burks is a ridiculous shot. That's not the kind of shots we need from him right now. I don't know why. I mean, he made it, but he only made 2 more shots other than that one because his shot selection right now is horrific. He shot 3 of 9. The other night, what was he? 2 of 9. The guy is just not struggling. 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. Only 1 assist and 1 rebound. He did get a steal, which is nice. 2 turnovers. So in 14 minutes of play, he gave us 7 points off of 9 field goal attempts. He had more field goal attempts than points. But Bogey right there, he came through. He came through in his 21 minutes, 5 of 11 overall, 3 of 8 from the 3-point line, 6 rebounds, picked up some nice 6 rebounds, got credit for 1 assist, and only committed 1 turnover. In his 13, he got 13 points right there. But when you look at the plus-minus, it's interesting. Bojan, the plus-minus, he was a -9 in his 21, almost 22 minutes, and Alec Burks was a +8 in his 14 minutes. And a lot of that is because the reason he wasn't on the court is because he was a liability on defense, but it was masked at that time because of whoever else was on the floor on the Detroit side. Oh, look at this. Look at Jalen Brunson there struggling. Oh, beautiful. This was a great moment here. That was awesome because you saw how close the game was getting right there. And then look, Detroit comes back and ties it. And Dante does his thing again. Boom. Dante DiVincenzo, 5 of 10 from the 3-point line, 50%. Those kind of numbers on that kind of volume are unbelievable. That is elite level 3-point shooting, and we got it in the big ragu. Overall, and also he finished. Oh, let's see this play here. Oh, he got blocked by Cade. Cade had a spectacular game, and you can see, even though Brunson ended up getting his, he got his. I mean, he completely. He was tops for us. 36 points, 32 points. No, 36 points, 35 points. What is this? I feel like, 35 points. He does struggle against bigger guards defending them because Cade came through with 32 points on his own. He hit 5 of 7 from the 3-point line, 10 of 19 overall, shot almost 53%, hit 7 of 8 at the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 8 assists for him, but he did commit 5 turnovers, and the turnovers are the story of this game. They are the story of this game because the Pistons shot 48% overall. They shot behind the arc. They shot 46.7%. They were 14 of 30. So they were connecting left and right, 80% from the free throw line. But they did commit 17 turnovers, and the Knicks scored 30 points off of those 17 turnovers, whereby the Knicks committed 14 turnovers, only allowed 8 points off of that. So that's a plus 22 margin for us. And without that, we lose this game. If Detroit cuts their turnovers by just 1/3, right? So let's say they commit 13 turnovers. They win this game. So that's kind of scary to think about it right now. We are in a difficult spot right now with our injuries, with trying to get some new players worked into. Oh, Evan Fournier. I forgot to mention that. Evan Fournier and his Madison Square Garden return along with Malachi Flynn. Though that's not as dramatic. There's Quentin Grimes connecting on a three-point shot right there. Here's the fourth quarter. Here's where things get a little dicey. Malachi beats them off the dribble there. Scores off on Jericho Sims. Here comes Cade. And it comes Evan Fournier. Boom. Three-pointer. So now it's only a 2-point game. 98-96. And here. Oh, this is nice. Bogey. Comes through there. 104-101 right here. Quentin Grimes looking for some space. But Duran over the top of Bojan. He just tips it in. That was great. That was crazy. Here's a Quentin Grimes three-pointer. There we go. So then he hit the three-pointer that gave them their first lead since the first quarter. Right there. So 106-104. And beautiful. I mean, what a lucky situation right there. Pressures puts it up. And now we get the rebound here. Come down here. Jalen BRUNSON doing his thing. And then I'm waiting for the big highlight at the end. You may have all seen it already, but it'll be worth watching. I hope in this highlight package they show it all. And I hope they show that block again, so you can see it in the context of the game. Now, Thompson buries a three-pointer there. That was crazy, considering that was his only three-pointer. It was 1 of 3. Here it is. Here's the block. Look at this moment in the game. We're only up 1. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's outstanding. All right. Here, look. Grimes, look at that. When was the last time he did that as a Knick? I think last season, maybe. This is the crazy, frantic play right here. This is it. He tries to pass it, and then this is the foul right there. So Dante jumped in front of Osser, took his legs out, and there was no foul call. It looked like a foul when I was watching it live, but there was a thought that, and then you can see Josh Hart hits the free throws, and he collects the rebound, and the Knicks escape with the win. They escape. Now, there is, there was a thought that Osser didn't have full control, possession of the ball at that moment, and that's why they didn't make that foul call at that moment. But later on, the refs in review, I don't know, they call it something in the pool or whatever, they had watched the play again, and they realized that he did have possession, and he had a right for it, and Dante, committed a loose ball foul. So, but they're crying about that, right? So, you can hear Monty Williams saying, "Oh, it was the worst call ever," blah, blah, blah. But here's the situation. They were down. They were up 111-110 at that moment. And then there's 5 seconds left. He gets fouled. He would go to the free throw line. He would get 2 shots. But Osser's a 60% free throw shooter. No guarantee he hits both. Even if he hits both, the Knicks still have 5 seconds left. If he does hit both, the Knicks have 5 seconds left to tie the game. That's plenty of time, especially when you consider guys like that. That's where a guy like a Burks and a Bojan and a Dante, those guys really have tremendous, and Brunson. So that's 4 guys you can put out there that can all hit that big money 3-point shot. And you know what? You even you go completely small. You even get Josh Hart out there because he can get those rebounds, those loose ball fouls. And maybe, you'd want someone out there with some size to maybe tip it in. But even a tip in doesn't do it because you need the 3-point shot. So, and Josh Hart actually had been shooting well from the 3-point line, as evidenced right here. He was 3 of 5 tonight from the 3-point line. So he was shooting 60%. So there is a good possibility this game would have just gone into overtime, or Osser goes to the line with the pressure right there at Madison Square Garden, he misses one of two. He could have missed them both. And then the Knicks got the ball with just 5 seconds left, with only needing a 2-point shot. Who better to have the ball in his hands at that moment for any team in the NBA at this moment? Jalen Brunson. He's the guy. So this game was who knows how he could. That decision, that wrong call, didn't necessarily cost the Pistons the game, as it did cost us the game with Houston. That was a whole different situation. Anyway, let's get deeper into here. Precious, 34 minutes, only 4 points for him. He did struggle offensively with his shot tonight, 2 of 7, but he picked up 11 rebounds. Beautiful. Isaiah Hartenstein played his most minutes since he's been back from his injury. 27 minutes for him, 2 of 5 overall, 8 rebounds, 4 assists for him. Beautiful, 6 points. I brought up Brunson in his 40 minutes of play. Man, we're wearing him down. Really wearing him down. 11 of 26 overall, 3 of 11. Not efficient numbers, but he gave us the production that we needed. Remember, he was hounded all night long. He finished with 35 points and 12 assists. So that was great for him. Yeah, he shot 42.3% overall and 27.7% from the three-point line. But 10 of 11 from the free throw line. He shot almost 91% from the free throw line. That is money right there. That's crucial. It's crucial for winning these games. Bojan Bogdanovic, 13 points, 3 of 8 from the three-point line, 5 of 11 overall from his field goals. He picked up 6 rebounds, which is nice. Sims, 6 rebounds for him in his 20 minutes of play. 2 assists for him. Beautiful. Deuce, now, not much of a game for him tonight, but he did hit a nice bucket. It was a nice little midi shot. So he was 1 of 2. He missed his 1 3-point attempt. He only played 10 minutes for him. And Burks, only 14 minutes. Yeah, honestly, that's probably 10 minutes too many. 3 of 9 overall. He needs to really, there's only one, he's just going to have to keep playing. He's going to have to recapture that mentality that Thibs values, which is the reason why he's back on this team. But at the moment, he's a liability at the moment. He's just his shot selection is just all over the place. And he's playing on a different Knicks team than he did in the past. This Knicks team has shooters all around. So, no need for you to put up a wacky shot when someone else can take a better shot. And then who knows? Give up the ball. The ball could come back around to you. I mean, look, he only picked up 1 assist, and the ball was in his hands often when he was on the floor. He was the one bringing the ball up. So 1 assist, that doesn't cut it. Doesn't cut it at all. The Knicks finished with 31 assists tonight, which is above the magic number of 27, and that's what they need to normally win. When they get 27 or more, they normally win, and there is the proof right there. The Knicks did shoot 38.5% from the three-point line overall, 14 of 39, and in the game, they connected on 41 of their 92 field goal attempts, 44.6. Beautiful. The plus minus, this is what I wanted to look at here, where you can see Burks was a +8 and Bojan was a -9. But in the terms of the impact of the game itself, Bojan was a more productive player. Hard to explain sometimes. Hard to explain. The other thing is, I'm not sure if Bojan was on the court with Isaiah Hartenstein or Sims at the center position. I think that would impact him, because I think the Knicks did go really small at one point. +9 for Achua, +5 for Hartenstein, +3 for Brunson, a -1 for Josh Hart, even though he gave 23 points and 6. He had 6 assists and almost got a double. He had 8 rebounds. 2 more rebounds, he gets a double-double. Dante DiVincenzo, 21 points. My God, he's playing tremendous. I'm so glad he finally got back to this type of performance, because he had been giving us before the hammy injury. The Detroit Pistons, as you can see, Cade Cunningham played up to his number 1 overall draft pick level. In 36 minutes, he scored 32 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists for him, 5 of 7 from the three-point line, 10 of 19 overall. Very good game for him. And he got that block you can see on Brunson. He gave Brunson a hard time. Brunson only shot 42% overall, so he was really giving him making Brunson work and earn. Really struggled to get his points in the paint and stuff. And the points in the paint, that's a big stat here. The Knicks, it was pretty even, 42-40 points in the paint. Second chance points, though, however, we were a plus 10, 23 for us, 13 for Detroit. Fast break points. We got out on the break this time. Where against the Celtics, that was one of Mazzulla's things he wanted to do, was limit our fast break, our transition points, and they did it beautifully. Well, tonight against the Pistons, not so much. We were able to get 14 fast break points, and they only got 9. What else is of note here? Quentin Grimes, 14 points for him, 3 of 6 from the three-point line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists in 24 minutes. That is a nice productive line. When you compare that to Jaden Ivey, I mean, the efficiency is just not there from Ivy, but Ivy did get to the free throw line 7 times, so that makes a big difference. Let's see, what's next? Here we go. The team stats here. Oh, man, look at that. The Pistons, 48% field goal, 46.7% three-point percentage. Free throw line, 80%. They had a nice game against us. They almost won it. They probably... a couple things go their way, they win this game. But it comes down to the turnovers and the type of turnovers that they made that resulted in points for us. You can see it right there. 30 points scored off turnovers for us. Yeah. All right. This was an interesting game. The kind of game that kind of gets you a little bit nervous. Tomorrow night, we play the New Orleans Patriots. The New Orleans Pelicans. And they're good. They're actually one of my sleeper teams in the West. I think they could probably get to, the semis, the second round. Maybe even pull off an upset. I don't know. They have that kind of team. And, with Zion and Ingram and C.J. McCollum I think he's having a career year in several areas of his production. And they got, Trey Murphy. They got Herb Jones, Valanciunas, I believe. Yeah. So that's a scary team. It's going to be interesting what happens. We're undermanned. We're undersized. And, we just played tonight. So let's hope that somehow things break our way and Dante comes back and he's just as hot as he was tonight. Bojan kind of recaptures that 6-for-6 3-point magic that he had a couple games ago. Hart gives us a similar kind of production, and Brunson ups his efficiency. If all those things happen, and we still keep hitting those the offensive boards, the Knicks could pull off a win. It is possible, but not going to hold my breath on it, but definitely would love to see that happen. But it comes down to this situation that we're in right now where we're just kind of like in this limbo-ish state, waiting for OG and Randall to return. And somebody posted something, I can't remember, it was something from maybe a gambling site or whatever, where they had a projected return date for both those guys as March 3rd. March 3rd, that's about a week from now. That would be nice. I highly doubt both will be back by then. I would love to get OG back by then. OG returns. I mean, I don't know. If you follow JD, you can see he tweeted out OG is going to get paid. He is going to get paid. It's for sure, because his impact defensively on the court is so dramatic. It allows everyone else to be their best selves defensively. That's the added ingredient that I didn't see earlier on about OG. Just watching him play or whatever. He allows the other guys to be better defensively. And that is what we desperately need right now, because we need the wins. We need wins. All right. Thank you so much for watching this. Again, my name is George. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button for me, and drop your comments. I want to hear your thoughts and feelings, and I will see you around the Knicks-Verse.